Welcome to CBC News Toronto. I'm Anne-Marie Meadowake.
I'm Dwight Drummond. The parents of 3 children killed in an alleged drunk driving crash tell us today they are trying to stay positive.
Jennifer and Edward Neville-Lake are now focused on burying their 3 children and the children's grandfather. Shannon Martin is live in Brampton tonight at the school where the 2 young boys attended. And Shannon, you spoke with the parents today. This is an unimaginable time for them.
Yes, Anne-Marie. Jennifer and Edward, the parents, were here earlier in the day. It's where their day started. They attended 2 special masses in honor of their 2 boys that so recently learned and played here. Later in the day, they came out of their home. They talked to us about what the last 48 hours has been like after losing their 3 children.
Our boys shared a room, so we've brought some of our daughter's things into that bedroom, and that's kind of been our little hideaway. We go upstairs, we just shut the door, and we just stay in there wrapped in our children for a few minutes.
A hideaway from a pain so immense, so cruel, few can imagine. All 3 of Jennifer and Edward's children gone.
The moment that comes back the most for me, when we walked into Sick Kids and they told us, the doctor told us that there was no hope. It was, that moment keeps coming up. That's been waking us out of any sleep we get, been waking me up screaming at night.
Between the grief and anger, flashes of comfort. A memorial outside their home, started by the kids' music teacher, grows. And inside the school where the 2 boys were students, a memory table filled with poetry and handwritten messages to Daniel and Harry.
My teacher was crying and all my students were really sad who played soccer with me and Daniel.
A lesson kids as young as Damian Williams shouldn't have to learn. A special school mass this morning offered faith and support.
Of course it is painful. They go through that loss, and they are grateful to the communities.
What were you able to say to Jennifer and Edward?
I just let them know that we were supposed to have a play date. So I'm sorry we're not going to have our play date.
Play dates and growing older, now stolen forever. While there is so much sadness, these parents fight to focus on all the good their children brought.
I want them to be remembered as, they were very happy. Harry is, as we would say, galao, very happy-go-lucky. Daniel, he was very sharp. They woke up with smiles. Even if they went to bed, they never went to bed angry. They made a point of saying to each other, like, I love you. There were always lots of I love yous. And Millie was learning that too. I want them to remember how wonderful they were, and how not just our world, but so many other worlds, according to all the outpouring of love across the globe, how it's so much darker now because they're not here.
Shannon, you don't have to be a parent to understand that kind of pain. There were 2 other victims in this accident, the grandmother and the great-grandmother of those kids. Any word on their condition tonight?
Well, Anne-Marie, when we talked to the family, they said today they really wanted to focus on the gratitude and the positivity of their children. But we do know that the 2 women, the grandma and great-grandmother, were in the minivan that was hit by the alleged drunk driver. It's believed they are both still in hospital tonight, Anne-Marie.
Thanks, Shannon.